In this video, I'm going to give you a total breakdown of Caleb Agada. He just recently scored 17 points against Team USA, and it's a player that I actually used to teach at the YMCA back when I first started teaching basketball. So let's get down, let's check out Caleb Agada. He has a chance to make the NBA this year. So first off, Caleb Agada is a very good spot-up shooter. He was 100% in this USA game. He was 3 for 3, and he does shoot over 40% throughout his career over in Europe and the Middle East. Now in this clip, what we do see is his fantastic defense. His ability to defend the three-point shot in the perimeter game is absolutely amazing. So here we have a pass over towards the corner, and of course, Caleb is closing out on that. He closes out and of course does a quick hop, lands on both feet. Why is this important? Well, this is important because now he is set up really low. We can see that his knees are bent, his shoulders are over his knees, and of course this means that he is going to be sticking with that player the whole entire time. By the way, Caleb is a very quick player. So here what we see is his ability to move his feet, not crossing his feet at all, and of course contesting that shot without fouling. Caleb is also very good at being able to drive the ball towards the rim. That's what we see right here. Of course, he does finish with this shot. However, how does this all start off? Well, first off, he receives that ball. He goes into a killer crossover. This is one of those moves that he has done for a very long time. So how he goes into this crossover is he pushes off from his left leg, and then he crosses over and attacks the basket, keeping his shoulders below his defender's shoulders. He then takes only one dribble and brings that ball close to his body. That way, help side defenders do not steal that ball from him. That way he can take those quick steps. He then angles his body in towards that defender. We see that right here with the right-left foot. And then he goes and angles in, hoping that that defender was actually still there. But that defender ran by him to try to block his shot. But he was able to use his body to be able to create that space to be able to make that basket. The only thing that he really has to work on is, of course, some of the things he does on offense and defense. One thing is when he does drive, he does tend to sometimes get stuck along the baseline when a team double teams him or traps him along the baseline. Now, in most cases, he can get out because he has a fantastic passing ability, but it is something for him to really watch out for. I've seen this in some of the Israeli clips that he sometimes gets stuck along the baseline when they trap him. However, anytime a player gets trapped, there's always another player open on your team. He knows that. He understands that. He also has players on his team who get into open situations. For example, this player here, we can see that he was cutting down towards the corner, which could have been a hammer pass out towards number 9, but instead we have Caleb who passed out towards the wing to player 3, who also moved from the middle of the key, or roughly the free throw line, to the wing, so that of course he can receive that pass. That's a nice extra pass for a 3. Again, going with the strong drives, he's able to receive that ball here, jabs towards that left side, and swings that ball underneath the defender's hands. Now, of course, why does he do this? Well, of course, he is already being defended by that player. However, he's a smart player. And because of that, Caleb is able to stop because that defender's momentum is taking him in that direction, which means that the whole right side is going to be open. Caleb then attacks the basket, gets this nice strategic screen on this side. He's able to then attack and go up for the nice floater. Beautiful move. One mistake he does sometimes in transition defense is he gets really risky. With this pass here, there was really no reason to really actually do that, in my opinion, because here he could have just taken a charge, got his feet set, and taken a charge. That guy's momentum, that player's momentum, number 9, could have just plowed him right over. Why go for the ball when you can take that charge? That's a lot safer of a move than getting caught out of position here, which then leads to a basket. But these are just small things that he can easily fix. A part of Caleb I can see really doing well in the NBA is his ability to create his own shot, as we see right here. So of course he does make this shot, but what do we see? Well, first off, he sizes up his defender by going through the legs, trying to get his defender onto his heels and really trying to see where that defender is trying to force him. And because of that, he does a quick killer crossover towards that direction. That's a nice overhand crossover there. I really like that move. And then he plants left-right. Now, something that is very interesting is that his right foot is behind his left, but he's able to kick that foot out here, and that is what allows his right side to get in line so that he can make that shot. Another strategic move that I see him doing really well in the NBA, because the NBA uses a lot of screen and rolls, is his ability to call for screens and then going away from that screen, because now what's going to happen? Well, this player is going to be calling out screen left to this guy, which then gets that defender there to then hedge or to move up so that he can fight through that screen. Well, Caleb Agada is able to do an overhand crossover or push cross to that left side, and then because of his strength, he's able to get between his defender and the rim, which then allows him to finish around the rim. Of course, he does have a help side defender who didn't exactly do all that great of a job, but he was able to get that. Something else about Caleb is once he gets a full head of steam, like we see here, he is able to then finish with contact. He's also very good at playing the weak side defense, getting those picked off passes, and then using his body and his size to keep that defender away while in transition. Now, Caleb is a 6'5", 6'4" in that range guard, and from there, he's able to use the screen and roll, which again, the NBA uses a ton of, and he's able to put those passes right on target for that rolling player. Now, because of Caleb's strength as well as his speed, he is able to keep those screen players away from him, and then he's able to start double teams along the sideline, which is extremely amazing for a player of his size, and he's able to move that onto the offensive side. And look at this. Some of the things that he does on defense is absolutely fantastic. He's able to move his feet with his offensive player as a defender, and then he's able to go up without fouling to contest that shot to a point where most players can't even get off a shot. He also has extremely good abilities and of course instincts to be able to pick off passes and then turn that into offensive possessions. As we can see here, he's able to pick off that inbounds pass after a basket, and then he's able to then make that basket himself. That is huge skills, especially when he's going into the NBA. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe. Of course, go support Caleb with Team Nigeria as well as him in the Summer League this August with the Denver Nuggets. I hope he does well. I'll see you guys again in my next video.